Right, we're back here on another one of our cab sessions, and I'm with Garry Daly here. Probably not a man that you see too often only at the machinery shows and things, but Garry is we will call you the managing director of Farmec Machinery. So,
that's right.
Farmec is long established as an importer into this country, Garry. At the moment, we, as TFM, sell the SIP range of grass equipment which you import, but of course that's not the only machines you bring in.
No. We import two hedge cutters from the UK. We import MX loaders from France, Bargan sprayers from Italy, and other brands.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit. We'll go back a little bit further than Farmec for a minute, right?
Ooh.
What's Garry Daly's history? A great question I ask everybody. You came out the door after doing the leaving cert, Garry.
I did.
You caught the bag, threw it over the nearest ditch. Where did you go and what did you do?
Well, I went to college and I did business studies. Then I went on and studied to be an accountant. Then I worked as an accountant with, back in the day it was called CII, Confederation of Irish Industry. Then I ended up in what they were taken over by IBEC. Okay. Transformed to IBEC later on. And discovered I didn't really like it very much.
Okay.
I didn't want to be in an office sort of 5 days a week.
How many years into it now are you at this stage? So you've done a stint in college, that's 4 or 5 years.
Hold on a second, you're trying to age me here at this stage.
Garry, I'm 50 at Christmas, okay? There's nothing you could say could shock me.
57 there last month.
Okay.
Anyway, my father was running Lely Ireland at the time.
Right.
And I rang him up one day and said, listen, just to let you know that I'm handing my notice next week and I got to do something else. And he said, right, would you come and collect money for me? I said, I will. And it was the best education I ever had.
Oh, I'd say it was.
And
so you started out your career in the machinery game.
Yeah, I was a debt collector. Yeah.
Well, if ever there was a thing to talk a lad out of a job, I would have said that was it.
I got to like it. I got to like the machinery business. And
I wouldn't say you got to like the collecting the money bit now, but just the whole
but that got easier.
game.
In fairness, that got easier and easier, but God, it's listen, there's very few problems nowadays. It's
a different time.
It's a different time. Great,
So you've been working for Dad.
Yeah.
With Lely Ireland.
Yeah. That was what 1992.
Okay.
And then in September '94 we went out on our own.
The two of you.
Yeah.
Took the plunge.
Yeah, and in fairness, a couple of agents came with us. We were delighted for the support they gave us.
Okay.
And we built on that over the years. And I remember our first premises was a great man called Jimmy Ennis there up in the Knoll.
Jimmy, I worked in
Jimmy, Jimmy, when he heard we went on our own, he rang us up. He rang the father who he's great friends with. Okay. I said, listen, I've got a shed here. Come on, just move in. He said, well, we have to sort you out. And he said, no. For the first, in fairness, for the first few months, no bother. And then we insisted on giving him a few bob, and he took her reluctantly.
Anyone that doesn't remember Jimmy Ennis now, of course, Jimmy Ennis was a well-established Ford New Holland dealer and all at the time, so he was
great guy.
He was. He had a great business going on.
We were there with him for maybe 20 years. But Jimmy passed away, and then we moved premises there 3 years ago now, over back where I'm originally from, and very happy there. Happy there.
What was your original products when you started out?
We started off 2 hedge cutters, Bargan sprayers.
Still with you today, yeah.
And so we're doing those since 1990. Actually, we were actually involved with them since 1992, and they came with us then. And then we took on various agencies over the years. SIP 10 years ago. That's been a fantastic product for us.
It's a super tool, really.
And then last year we took on Ovlac cultivation equipment there, ploughs, discs and cultivators there from Spain, and that's worked out very well as well. We're trying to work with specialist manufacturers of high quality machinery, and so we don't want to sell stuff that isn't really right. So we do a lot of research into the machines and the products and the companies before we go with them.
I suppose the importing game is no easier than the retail side of from the point of view I remember when I started dealing with you first here through TFM, of course, you were importer for Fella.
Yeah.
A great product in its time too, but of course then that got taken over and amalgamated into the Agco franchise.
You're right, yeah.
So straight away it's gone. It's not that it went anywhere, but it
Yeah.
suddenly, and the goalpost moved for you again, like, and I'm sure that's happened lots of times in the game. Like, it's not as simple as picking a product and just running with it. There's other factors in the market, like, and as we see amalgamations of companies and takeovers probably in the last 5 years is becoming more and more. The circle of, I suppose, producers is getting smaller, isn't it? They're increasing their range, which is taking I won't call them the smaller fish, but there's an awful lot of companies getting morphed up in it. So it's not simple. You have to keep on top of your game all the time. Like, it's not as simple as just saying I'm importing this product and that's it. I'm made for life. There's forces out of your control there, isn't there?
There is, and that happens. And but it's all about the customers, you know. It's all about building good relations with your customers. So, like, you know, with TFM, a very important customers of ours, like, you know, a very important dealer for us. It's all about building relations with dealers, and
it's probably what made the transition for us. We were fella, you were established fella import.
Yeah.
But we held most of those customers and brought them across to the SIP product, which again has been equally impressive for us. But you said it, our relationship with the customer, that disappearance of one product in the market and changing them across to another product came so much easier because of the relationships that you had.
It is, and we're delighted how smooth the transition it was.
Yes.
To get from.
And I use those two products simply because they're ones I have experience with. But you said it in a nutshell, like, isn't it? The customer experience was right, so therefore it was we were able to make the move.
Well, people buy off
you
people,
had the name as an importer, we had the name as a retailer, and everyone was able to say, well, we worked with them boys before and it was okay, we'd go again, you know. So it makes a so you have, of course, in the course of that is retired now, of course.
No, far from it. He's what, 85 years of age now in last April, and still turns up to work. I can see almost every day.
Really?
He's got his own office there.
Fair play.
And he's happy out. And I said, it's better to wear out than rust out, you know.
Definitely,
he'll keep her lit. And keeps him young. Like, he's doing really well. If I'm half as good as him now when I'm his age, if I get to his age,
he
I'll be very happy.
Likes what he does.
He does.
He has a passion for it.
He's a long time at it. Like, he started McGee's of RD back 1960.
Oh God.
What was it? 1966, I think it was.
He has a lot of stories to tell and a lot
he
of
does,
knowledge under the belt in the machinery game.
Yeah. Still loves it.
So I suppose where I was going with the question, Gary, right? A kind of a twofold question. We'll start. What next for Farmec?
What is a Farmec? Really, we're all trying to grow our businesses. Again, it's all about building relations with dealers. We're not really looking for new products, but if new products come on and it works well for us, great. We're quite happy with the range we have at the moment.
Where do you see the trade going?
Trade is.
The trade
I'd
as
be
a
very
whole?
positive.
Oh yeah.
Very positive about it.
You'd have to be positive.
I was at a Farmers Journal thing there last November. It is now, I suppose, and all the different editors from each section of the journal come up and they talked about their, tillage lady was there and the beef guy and the lamb guy, and very positive outlook. So very positive about it all.
Agriculture in Ireland, for all the obstacles and things they talk about that are coming down the track, the man on the ground is positive, isn't he? The farmer it's changing. There's no doubt about it. The face of agriculture in Ireland is changing, but you would have to say it's positive in sheep, cattle, pigs, grain.
It is. Now I know
there's negativity, but there in general the feed.
The tillage guy might be suffering a little bit at the moment. I know it is tough for them, and hopefully they'll get their shot shortly as well. I know you got Mark Cursor coming there now as well, but we have demonstrated as an industry and a trade we're very resilient.
Oh, very much so.
Probably
one of the most resilient creatures. They talk about the dinosaurs and the things that lived through the ice ages. The Irish farmer is there with the most resilient thing that was ever created, isn't he? Like, he really has. If there's any bit of positivity in it, he'll drive on. They can see beyond it.
Which is great.
It is brilliant. Yeah,
that's what's nice to be involved in. So our business is 95% ag, but we also do about 5% or maybe a little bit less golf. But it's a completely different type of industry. But give me a farmer any day. Definitely.
And when you go to and I know you were there this year, like, you go to the likes of the machinery shows and things, and you meet farmers when they're in good form. There's no more positive people to be around. Sure, there's not, like, they just create a buzz in the place.
Yeah, that was one of the most enjoyable shows I've been at in years.
I would have to say the same. Yeah,
a great atmosphere, very well run. Fair to the FTMTA. You know, I think, yeah, you know, but I suppose we were coming off a really good year there as well. And, like, you know, again, I think this is going to be a really good year for the machinery trade overall. You know, we were all maybe under a bit of pressure over the last couple of years with stock. That's coming under control. Cash flows under control. It's
interest rates have come back a little bit there, which helps with stock as well. Yeah,
so it's looking positive.
Yeah, right. So the second part of the question: what next for Garry Daly? Now, we've established Dad is 85. He's not retiring. You're going to have a run at that, okay? You have, in the meantime, been, of course, you were president of the FTMTA there for a stint at one stage as well.
Yeah, it's a while back.
So, what goes on with Garry? It's not selling machines.
Well, I'm not selling machines.
Now, bearing in mind you have a house full of young kids, and
I do, yeah.
You know, so time isn't exactly something you have a lot of.
I was a late starter to the kids game.
Okay.
Whereas my mother told me not to get married till I was 40, so I always do what my mother told me.
Okay.
And so we have 3 children now. We have 2 girls and a boy, and the 2 girls, well, all 3 of them are big GA fans.
Okay.
So I coached the under 16s, under 14s football in Camogie for the girls.
Okay, that soaks a good few days of the week.
Oh my God, that's it's like another job.
It is, yeah, it is.
But it's fun, and it's nice to be giving some back to the community as well, and I enjoy it.
Our sales manager Pat Costello, a great friend of mine, but like Pat is heavily involved now with his kids, and it's like, and he loves it, but it's a job in itself. Like, it really is, you know. And he finds it very grounding in the evening. He said to face home from a bad day at work, he said, and to go down there to a field full of 18-year-olds, he said they will put manners on you fairly quick.
You need it.
Bring you back
I know you need that. Actually, it reminds me, I remember talking to Ken Doyle there, there a few years back, and he was saying that he took this a new sales guy out with him there as sort of a bit of a, you know, rookie sales guy, to a bit of a training. And he got a phone call from a very irate customer at the time. I'd say Ken gets very few of those now. Very few of those.
Well, Ken doesn't get excited.
No,
he's a cool, collected character.
Well able. But he, I think the new guy was a bit was going to be pale at the content of the conversation. So he said, "Listen." After the phone call, he turned around to him and said, "Listen, come here. Do you have a humpy back bridge that you cross over in the evening going home whenever?" And your man says, "Well, yeah, I have actually. But every time you go with that, you forget all about what went on there today, until you come over that bridge again the following morning." And actually, I use that for a few guys there over the last while. Is important. So that's what the great thing about
some guys are very, very good at it. Ken is one of them now. He's able to just leave the troubles of the day outside the door. I wouldn't be as good as it myself. I'd be thinking about things, but there's guys who can switch off from it, and more power to them. Like, but and it doesn't matter what you're doing in any game. It's great to be able to switch off from your job.
It's hard to switch off from it, but I think the likes of Pat Costello and others doing coaching is great, because you can't think of it as you're focused. Your mind switches off. From what's going on that day. It's healthy. It's good for you.
You kind of dodged the question a small bit. We got as far as the 3 kids that are consuming your life and the coming in, but after that, any great ambitions to? You've decided you're not retiring early, so
I'd say we follow suit with my father, because
85.
Lots of debts to pay back,
Yeah. 3 kids put through college. 85 is not.
That would be the minimum. I'd be lucky.
The cost of education now could bring you to 85 years of age by the time you're out of the tree.
I do get time to other stuff. Like last night, funny enough, I went up. A friend of mine there. I'm sort of a stand-in for a 4-ball there, tennis. So I was there playing tennis last night. I don't really play tennis, but it got me out. But in fairness, you're right. This business does take up a lot of time.
It does, yeah.
And between that and you put that with the GAA, there's not much left. So my wife keeps on telling me. She mightn't be 100% happy with it all. But it's but I enjoy it. I enjoy them both.
Good. Garry Daly, I've known you 20 odd years. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Always a pleasure.